Hello, buddies. Right, today we're here with Mel Hill from Milton Keynes. And Mel has been coming to Carfest. She started off going to Carfest as a couple, and now she takes three children. So she's going to tell us about that journey. So, yeah, over to you, Mel. So, when did you first go to Carfest?
We didn't get to the first one, but we've been every year since, and obviously not the COVID year. So yeah, so as Penny said, we started off going just me and my husband, and then I got pregnant. So we went when I was 7 months pregnant, I think.
Wow. Wow.
And, then yeah, then with a baby who would have, I guess he's October born, so a bit before he was one, and then I think I've probably been pregnant there again, and then yes, taken two more children as babies, and now they're growing up a bit. So my eldest is now 8.
And
So
how old is the youngest now?
the youngest has just turned 3.
Right,
Um,
we better give the middle one a name check as well. So, how old is the middle one?
The middle one he is 5, just turned 5.
So
So
three,
remember
five,
them.
3, 5, and 8. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Right across the board.
Yeah, yeah.
But not teenagers yet.
No, thankfully.
It's
Still
coming,
at
yeah.
toddler tantrums.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. So my little grandson's 2 now.
Nice.
So we have gone full into the terrible 2. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so
We're in the
okay.
teenage.
Well, what do you want to talk about then? So how did it
Um, yeah, well, I just thought it'd be useful for people who are perhaps coming with young children to sort of get a bit more, I suppose, idea of what it's like. So we've always camped with them, and for me, Carfest is such a family-friendly festival,
yeah.
and we've it's just everything is there, makes it so easy to take children, and it always feels very safe. My eldest can be a bit flighty at times, and we have on the odd occasion he's gone sort of walkabout, but I've never really felt scared particularly because there's a lot of security around, but also everybody's so lovely and friendly,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's full of other families. So it's got this just lovely vibe where whoever you talk to, wherever you are, toilet queue, queuing for food, just randomly stood next to each other. Everybody is nice and chatty and friendly, and that I think it just creates this lovely atmosphere when you're there. And I do feel really like the kids are very safe, whatever
Yeah.
we've done, wherever we are
Cool.
on the festival ground,
Yeah.
which is
Of course,
reassuring.
that was Chris's intent when he started it up for it to be family friendly. That's what he wanted. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
it really,
cool.
really is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
fantastic.
yeah. So also, um, there's like so much to do for the children, and most of it is free. You can pay for things. I think probably if you've got slightly older children, you might end up paying a bit more out for
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
But for us, it's, other than paying the ticket price and for any food we want with there, it's actually quite a low cost event, because there's so much that's free that's included. And the
Mm.
CBeebies tent's been there the last 2 years, and they've got so many things on. There's sort of They put on shows for the kids, and you can meet all the characters. They had bedtime stories last year read by, like famous faces are coming along in the tent just reading these bedtime stories to the kids,
Yeah,
which is nice for the adults. The children maybe don't know who they are.
yeah, yeah. I don't care really, do they? But it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so there's just so much to do. There's free art and craft, and obviously all the music and entertainment in the evenings. The
it's
kids
really
will
good to know because I think one of the problems is, especially people that are coming for the first time, you come out, you walk onto the site, and you're just like, where do I go? It's like, and even though you get the magazine with the map in it, it's still like so overwhelming. Even as people that go regularly, especially now it's one big car fest, we never get round everything because it's just I mean, obviously when you've been going a few years, you go to the things you love, don't you? But if you're just walking in for the first time, it's like, oh my God,
Yeah,
and it
there's
can be
definitely a lot to get
exhausting.
through.
Yeah. What I do like about it is, I look at pictures of Glastonbury. I mean, I went to Glastonbury in 1977, so it was a bit different then. But one of the things I find, and I mean, I don't take kids, but although I hope to take Dylan one day, but you walk in and it's not, you look at the crowds at Glastonbury and I think, how could people take their children to Glastonbury? It's like, so, and I know it gets busy around the stage in the evening, but it's not daunting, is it? There's lots of space. There's lots of
Yeah,
space
and
to talk about.
we kind of now we sort of take it in turns. Might take one kid up to the stage while the other parents back with some, you know, chairs and things. But you know, you can put your kid on your shoulders and you can pretty much march down within like a few meters of the front of the stage.
Yeah,
and there's still always bits of space and everyone's very polite, and so they can actually really enjoy the kind of festival spirit. And it's not, you know, there's no like mosh pits, there's no, people aren't throwing bottles of fluids at the stage, and it's just really lovely. So you can, you know, even in the, you know, I don't know, eight-ish, I suppose, 9-ish, and then we try and get the kids to go to sleep, but so we can enjoy the evening. So it's just,
you have a trolley.
Yeah, we didn't the first few years we just took our buggy and a snooze shade, and so we'd go to sleep kind of around 9-ish then. So slightly later, we've got ear defenders for all the kids, so that they can, when they're ready, they can block out all the noise and the music. And then now we do get a trolley from Airs and Graces, which you can sort of buy smaller ones, but now the children are bigger and we need to fit perhaps more than one in there. It's well worth the investment. And people do cart their trolleys around in the day, but we've only ever done it. We have a buggy in the day, and we always do the trolley in the evenings.
I love it, like at the end when you're all leaving and you're heading to the car parks for us, or the campsites, you know, and the kids are all tucked up with their pimped up trolleys.
Snuggled in and in their onesies, and we sort of,
I need an adult one, really.
I think we all do.
I have a word with Mel. See what she can do.
But it's brilliant because then it means you can, you know, they've all gone to sleep, and but we can still stay out and enjoy the whole evening.
And they're cozy. It's a bit
and then we just all kind of trundle back to the tent, and they absolutely love sleeping in the tent. So because it's such an adventure. So
and what's it like in the campsite? Because you're in the normal campsite, so you don't go to the
the normal one.
I don't camp. I'm not built for camping, but I do. Part of me feels like I miss out by not camping. I'll be honest, you know.
It's a nice.
I always get the impression that everybody's really friendly and really helpful, and
if you've left anything at home, someone will find it for you. And you get to know your neighbours and the kids. If you've got any kids near you, they quite often play a bit around. And it's quite spacious. Like, we've never been completely rammed in at all. It's not like in Glastonbury where you're all really squeezed in. There's always been lots of space. We tend to camp at the bottom because of Heart Attack Hill. It's a very steep hill, so people have their preferences, but for us, be able to be like 30 seconds walk from the entrance is brilliant, because then if we forget anything, or if we want to have a little sit down in the afternoon and come back to the tent and have a cup of tea or beer or whatever, we can just 30 seconds and you're out.
You're back.
So for us, we'd rather have a massive effort to get the tent up and down at the beginning and the end, but the whole middle of it, you don't have to go up a big hill. So that we always put our tent at the bottom, and it's just worked out better for us. But
do you do the big early?
Sorry?
Do you do the big early?
Yeah, we've done all the big earlies, and that's really nice, because then you can kind of get there a sort of normal hour, set up all your stuff. There's a bit of entertainment for the kids, and then the next day you can just kind of sit and chill out, and you don't get all sweaty putting up your tent on the Friday and then having to do a full day at the festival. So it really works much better having a Thursday as a family point of view. And the kids love it as well. The balloon man's always there. It's a lovely atmosphere. It's really nice, the big early.
That's cool. That's good. So what about food and stuff? There's often lots of posts about how expensive the food is. Like, personally, I don't agree, because I find it, you know, it seems to be okay, but
we generally
but if you've got a family with 3 kids,
it adds
obviously
up,
that's
doesn't it? So
different. It's just
yeah,
me and Nigel, it's not a problem, you know, so.
yeah, we freeze milk and bacon and sausages and ham. So in our we just take a normal cool box, but we freeze a lot of the stuff. So during the few days it defrosts and then we use it. And we generally take an emergency milk, but we don't normally have to use it because even in the hot weather everything seems to survive. So breakfasts are always, we take cereal and stuff, so breakfasts are always kind of easy. We do it at the campsite. Then we quite often just do a wrap and some ham and cheese for the kids, or some sandwiches, and take them in with some snacks and crisps and stuff. My husband and I might go and get like a pie or a Scotch egg or something like that, and maybe we'll get one for the kids, but they generally we kind of keep to similar stuff as they'd get at packed lunches anyway. That all kind of travels fine. Take lots of snacks because they do get hungry because they're like walking loads. So
long way.
And even if you've got the buggy, they're tired. So take lots of snacks to help with any meltdowns. And then the evening meal, we sometimes might like do them a tin of beans or something back at the tent. Depending on when we want to go out for the evening. So sometimes you want to see an act that's on like 4. So then we might just go back for sort of half an hour, get all their pajamas ready, get kind of evening ready, and then go back in early, in which case we'd all eat out. But if we're seeing one a bit later, we might try and feed them at the tent, just so
yeah.
And then quite often we just sort of share things. We might get a couple of fish and chips, and then they'll have bits of the fish and bits of the chips, and we'll just sort of share 2, because they're small. We can share 2 between 5 of us. Or
I think the quality of the food is pretty good at Carfest myself.
Yeah, really nice. There's a lovely paella place, so when they're there, we always go there as well. So yeah, there are, you know, you don't have to spend loads of money in the evenings if you don't want to. We sort of choose to, but you could totally make something back at your tent, take some pasta,
absolutely.
You know, that it's basically up to you, so, and what your budget is. So the food is, I suppose, festivally priced food, or like pub meal price, I suppose. If you were going to a pub, you'd spend like 12 to 15 quid on a main. It's kind of like that sort of budget. But I wouldn't buy a full main for my kids out either. So we sort of split food if we're buying it for them.
That's a really good thing to do, I think, especially I think that's good. That keeps the costs down. So that's good. So as we normally go, just 2 adults, it's not you know, we have what we want sort of thing, but it's
and we did too when we didn't have kids. We'd do breakfasts, and then but we used to do cereal, and then we got very jealous of all the other campers with their fry ups in the morning. And we started taking like proper fry ups.
There's nothing like the smell of bacon frying, is there?
Exactly. And if you haven't got any bacon, it's a nightmare because you can smell it, you can't eat it. So and there's loads of food, you know, there's little lunch places as well, and you can get pork pies and
and it's not, I think it's not called the Best of British Tent this year. I think they're calling it, they're giving it a different name, something festival, I think, or something. But you can often, there's often free samples in there as well, free samples, and obviously you can just buy a pork pie or a sausage roll, or a brownie.
Exactly. You can just get a cake and things like that. So there's all of that, and there's ice cream sellers if you want to do that, and there's normally different freebies, and they've changed obviously depending on who's promoting what when you're there. Carfest is different every year, but the kind of ethos and the feeling of it all stays the same. So you don't know who's giving stuff out. Like one year people were giving out apples and cups of tea, and it's depending on what's about.
I think my husband had a free spam fritter one year.
Oh yes, I love the spam. And so like sometimes there's free ice creams, and it just really depends, and free sweets. And
actually one of our favourites was the free custard tent year. One year they had free birds custard. There's just the lawnmower is just going by. So
I can't hear him.
Right, he's cut the grass and now he's going back to his lorry. So brilliant. Okay, so what is your, just talking to Mel, not about the family, what is your favourite thing? What's been your favourite thing?
Well, probably all the music in the evening, actually, because it's just so lovely to be able to, you know, buy a pint, sit there, maybe go right up to the stage. Like you get some, obviously we get the same acts come back, but that I really like that. But you also
Yeah.
get some really top names coming, and
Yeah.
and it's not like when you go to see them in an arena or anything, or even I feel like a normal festival, because you can get so close to the stage so
Yeah.
easily at
It
Carfest.
feels very personal, doesn't it? It just feels
Yeah, and
personal.
it's you don't think, oh, you know, oh, I would have to see them from really far away. If you can just, you know, walk right up to virtually the front, but at any
Yeah.
point really during the
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't really do that many places, and to me that's really magical and it's really
Yeah.
nice. If you
Yeah.
know, go and sit in your chair, have some food, have a chat, and then
Yeah.
we love these ones, and we'll
Yeah.
go off to
Who are
the.
you looking forward to seeing this year?
I don't know. I've not really had a chance to look at the lineup.
Have not.
Too busy parenting.
Yeah, I think
I can't remember. I feel like there's somebody who I can't
Ollie
remember.
Murs is on. I'm looking forward to seeing
Yes,
Ollie. I missed him last time he was on at
definitely looking forward to
Carfest.
that. My
Yeah,
favourite
he's
was when
fun.
Take That were there.
Yeah,
And I just couldn't believe it, and that was really good.
yeah.
It was
We didn't because we always used to go to
magical.
Carfest North, so I didn't used to get to, so I didn't see Take That. But
Now that was really
who else
good.
is coming this year? My mind's going to complete blank now as well. Somebody else I was really looking forward to see. Oh, Deacon Blue.
Ah, yes, yeah.
They were really good last time they were at Carfest, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. And Sam Ryder, I reckon he's going to be really good.
Yes, I knew there was something I
So
was thinking. I really want. I think it'd be absolutely amazing.
yeah,
And then I like. We always like the horn section, a bit of comedy up there, and yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I well, hopefully we'll get a few people visiting. We're going to have our own, hopefully have our own little gazebo this year. So hopefully we'll have a few people coming along to meet us as well. We're
that's
going to be
good.
situated in Starfest, I think, so be a good place for people to drop in.
Oh,
So
definitely. Yeah,
yeah.
I met Chris Evans last year when you were
You
there.
did. I was just going to ask if you've met
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was nice.
Did
And
you
but
come to the Buddy meetup?
yes, yeah,
You did. Was that where you met him?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
There were
I
so many
don't.
people there. I can't remember who I
I
saw and
know.
who I know we've met, but I do. I was just like,
Yeah.
but
And that's the other thing that's quite nice. Sort of previously, I guess now it's got a bit bigger. They don't do it quite so much, but just there seems to be quite a lot of opportunities to get involved and join in. And there was the
yeah,
carnival, and that was really cool. And they, you know, the festival dash, and you can meet, you know, celebrities and things like
yeah,
that doing that. And
yeah,
that's kind of a nice sort of touch as well.
yeah.
Makes it
And they're all very
different.
relaxed when they're at Carfest as well. It's very, very informal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a fun place to be the whole
yeah.
time.
Lovely.
Yeah. Oh,
Lovely.
the other thing I meant to say for people with kids is check out where the baby kind of toddler tent is,
Yeah,
because it's absolutely amazing, and it is
yeah.
every year we've been.
We've got a change of people doing it. Emily Kershaw, who's been doing it, they are still going to be there, I think, with the toddler place, but the baby tent, I think, is a different nursery running it this year. So I'm hoping to get to talk to them as well and find out. I know Emily's going to chat to me about what they're doing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
well, Emily's lovely. She's so
she is.
nice. She
Yeah,
goes out of her way to do anything
yeah,
you need help with. And it's always been a lovely place to go if you've forgotten nappies or you need more. There's nappies there. There's milk for the kids in the evening. There's a microwave. There's toys, and it's like a quiet space. And so every year we kind of, when it's time for the kids to go to bed, we go there. They get into their pajamas there, have a bit of milk, have a bit of
Oh,
chill.
cool. That's
And
very
it's
cool.
it's just lovely to have that place to go when they're all a bit tired and a bit
Yeah,
grotty, and you could
yeah.
heat up food there and things like that. So
Oh, that's fabulous.
it's just a really nice resource to have at the festival. And then you can chat to other parents and things as well.
Yeah.
And there's some, they, you know,
And they also have the Lost Child Zone, don't they? So that if
yeah, and
kids,
they sort of next door to each other.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, like one year we forgot ear defenders, so they gave us earplugs for the baby,
yeah,
like little baby ones,
yeah.
and just things like that. Like they, you know, they can help you out if you're stuck. um and
Cool.
the other thing for parents, always write your phone number on your child in Sharpie somewhere, because quite often they don't like the wristbands, and one of our kids definitely won't wear it. So yeah, that was a top tip somebody gave us at some point, which was to, yeah, Sharpie, then it will last, it won't rub off. And
Yeah,
if the child gets lost, they can splash the belly or their arm or whatever.
yeah, and
then,
show them. That's a really good tip.
yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
no, it's been nice chatting Carfest.
Yeah, it really is. I always feel like I gush a lot about it, but it is a magical event.
Yeah.
And I love all the relationships that are formed, and obviously Buddies really helps with that as well. So so it's very cool, and it's really nice to get to talk to some of my Carfest friends before we get to Carfest. So that's really good. So I think it's only about 96 days or something. Now I should count up every day and
That doesn't
keep a
feel very
running
long.
total of where it is. Yeah. So because these videos are going to be released sort of, one day at a time sort of thing. So when I've gathered some together. So thank you for chatting to us. Really appreciate it. It's
welcome.
lovely to see your face.
Yeah.
And I will talk to you. Well, I'll see you at Carfest.
Yes, see you there.
Okay. Thank you, Mel. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Penny. Thanks.
Bye.